finally we're back in, right in the middle of this battle. So I've paused it and I've done a save, which is a bit difficult because you got to find the opportunity. And I did a full. I did like recharge my health and did a save, and now I've hidden behind the rock. I've got him just a little bit lower, only a tiny bit lower, but he seems to be constantly on the ground. So I'm just going to wait and see if anybody comes in. I mean, I don't blame you if you've given up by now. But, it's not going well today. I don't know what is going wrong, whether it's a YouTube problem or a PlayStation, but apparently all their services are fine at the moment. Finally back on. Let me just type in finally back in. Sorry about the delay. So I'll give it a few minutes just to see if people come in. Hello, Dr. Danger. Had all sorts of problems. So it's not been finally back in. Oh, I've had all kinds of problems. I've had multiple starts. I think this is the third one now, where it's actually started and then it's cut off. So, you know, it's been like 15 to 20 minutes since the first one ended, and then I had a constant thing where it just would not go on air. It would come up with the red, you know, with the dot, but it wouldn't fill in as red. So it just kept saying preparing. So I had to shut it down, test all my internet. Everything's fine here. There's never ever a problem with my internet here. It's very extremely rare that I'm down. So I'm finally back in, and I'm right in the middle of this Alduin battle, which is really, you know, I just took my last health potion. So I'm just going to wait so you can see the finale of it. So, yeah, it's been. I'm going to put a text up now so I can actually see what's going on. Man, this has been a battle. I'm almost tempted to restart it, but I don't know how, you know, how many quick saves back. Knowing now that I can literally do that Dragonreach just as he takes off. You know, I'm sure I could do it a lot quicker now because it's been a bit of a mess. I think this happened the very first time I played it as well. I didn't quite understand what was going on, and it was only after a few attempts that I realised that I could actually do the shout the second time very quickly. Apparently, because it must be to do with the Elder Scroll, I'm able to recharge a lot faster temporarily during this mission. So I'm back in. I'll just wait to see if anybody else can come back in. And I made myself a cup of tea to try and calm myself down because it's been stressful for you probably, and it's been stressful for me trying to get back in. So I've just done myself a cup of tea, switched off the PlayStation just to give it a little bit of a rest and see if it'll work. And I think I'm alright. I just leveled up actually. I just leveled up, so I was able to put one more on health, and I was able to put one more into well, let me show you. One more into the skills. So I was able to do one more into the one-handed combat. So that's going to help us a little bit. I didn't realise I was still on one. So I've, it looks like I did this and then moved up to that one. I wasn't actually on the second one, so now we're doing 40% damage instead of 20, so that should help a little bit. So, and that also refilled all my healths and things, which is pretty lucky because I was a little bit low on health. So, right, we'll try and carry on, shall we? But yeah, it's stressful. So my idea was to hide behind this rock. So, seems like a solid idea. Use the environment, but you just got to watch. You know, obviously fall off the edge. But he's literally where that thing. He just ran the side of the rock here, so I'm heading behind here. But of course he's facing me, so if I go there, he's gonna. And I'm getting low on health, so let me just give it another minute. Give myself another swig of the old tea. It's a bit hot though. I put it onto fire breath, but I got a feeling it won't make any difference. I don't think in ice form none of these are going to work. The only thing that might work actually is oak flesh. So actually it might be a good idea if I do oak flesh. Oh, I can't do it because I haven't got enough magicka. So I've got to try something, because what a way to right in the middle of a battle. I mean, alright, it won't, you know, it's a bit it's always tough to know what, you know, in games you're not quite sure what to do if you don't know what to do. I mean, and it doesn't exactly give you the greatest guidance world apart from the bloke nagging you to death. So I'll do this. This should kind of protect me a little bit, and then we'll go back to this one. See, he's just around the corner here, but of course he's very close here. So I got to try and do it, you see, without getting hurt while I'm doing this, and that's the problem. So, as you can see, I'm in a lot of pain here. None of these are going to work. Stuff of fireballs might, but the thing is I'm low on health again, and I've got nothing left. I've ate the last 4 bits of wheat, so I'm in a lot of trouble here. My only thing I can do is do the heal and get the hell out of there. Which is why I hid behind the rock. It's to try and keep away long enough, and you know, because this is quite a powerful spell, I can kind of, you know, go against what is happening to me, although it is using all of that. So that's why I hid behind the rock. But as you can see, I'm running out of magicka now. So this is proving very, very difficult. This is why I'm trying to take, you know, get behind a rock.
Now he is vulnerable.
Yeah, I know he's vulnerable, but I've got to try and get a way of getting to him, which is not his mouth. So I'm going to take a trip up the mountain and try not to fall off. But yeah, you see what I mean? I'm fighting this all the time. Oops. Oh, get off. I keep going to sleep for some reason. I'm so close to defeating him. I mean, I don't know if that'll help. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die again. Yeah, I'm gonna die. It's alright, I've quick saved it, don't worry.
Strong on the wing. Bring him to goal with
I've quick saved it behind the rock. But you see what I mean? By the time I get to him, I lose a lot of health. So I'm continually having to refill my health. And eventually I'm running out of stamina, so this is proving very, very difficult, as you can imagine. So all I can do is do that. Fill my magicka. Have I got any on the bar actually? It might save me going into the menu. But drain vitality won't work either. None of these will work, you see, that's the trouble. Not on a dragon. So I'll need one of those. So I am trying my best here, but I'm fighting not only YouTube, but I'm also fighting the game as well at the same time, which is proving very difficult because it's trying to get a correct way to approach this guy. You know, I'm trying to resist fire one. I think there's a resist fire, so I've tried one of these, but you only get 60 seconds of it. So yeah, you try. You know, if I run, all my stamina goes, so I can't run, and so it's trying to get them in time to be able to inflict enough damage before I die, which of course is proving very, very difficult to do. And then trying to heal myself in the process, which is, again, I'm stuck, you see, I can't get past him. So that's why I quick save behind the rock. So the only option I got left is a bow, which I haven't got. I do believe I haven't got a bow on me. It's the one thing I refuse to use because, you know, we're a Gandalfy character, but So I'm pretty sure I haven't got a bow, but now I think is the time to use a bow if I had one. I hope this hasn't run out of charge. Oh, it has actually run out of charge, so it might be a good idea to fill that up. Maybe why I'm not doing so much damage then. If only I had a bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the firebolts one and try and keep away from him and firebolt him. It's the only thing I can think of. Trouble is you've got to charge it up first. So I'll try this and see if this works. And then try and duck behind there the rest of the time. It's proving difficult. As you can see. I mean, maybe I can get an angle here, I don't know. Although I'll probably hit Paarthurnax there. It's fun, isn't it? What do you think? Fun? I think it is great fun here. You see what I mean? It's a constant battle of attrition here. It's like, and you know, I did have a. Yeah, see, he's still getting me. I don't know how he's getting me, but it's one of those things where, you know, for some reason these things still get you even though you're behind here. Target takes 25 points of damage. So you know, this is my only safe haven here. So I'm kind of thinking 2 of these. And hope for the best I can get a couple on and then get behind here again. It's my only way I can think of doing it. You know, maybe the rock's getting in the way, I don't know. And then hide behind here again. Flames do get me now and again then. What do you think? What are our chances? I'll just heal now and again. Oh, what fun this is. No? Yeah, I know. It's terrible fun. Let me favourite that one. So I don't have to keep doing that. You got to kind of charge them both. Make sure I'm going to hit here but not the rock.
He's too strong on the wing. Bring him to gold with Dragonreach.
Yeah, I know. He's a pain in the neck, isn't he? You see what I mean? It's fun, isn't it? And now I'm going to die again. Man. I wonder why we don't get so much health potions as we used to, because I remember we used to get more health potions. I used to end up with stacks of things. But I don't know, maybe they've done an adjustment over the years and things aren't quite as bad anymore. I'm going to fall off the cliff in a minute. And then I'm trying to do quick saves when I can, but I've got to be in a position where I'm in a good position. Where I'm not getting hit. You know what I mean? It's a constant battle between madness and just hope this keeps on the air long enough for me to complete this. Poison of damage. See, I could do with something like visibility. I'll try it. Yeah, this is now when I wish I had a bow and or a two-handed weapon. I really do.
Wrong.
Yeah, so he's still getting me, but that's because of the stuff that's flying down from up above. You see, so that's not helping either. So I'm just going to keep going between these two. Maybe I ought to put this on my hotbar and actually charge these two up as maybe these are my weapons of choice at the minute, because I think that's better than trying to get up close, because you know he's doing too much damage to me. Oh. I'll get it in a minute, don't worry, and then that one can be like number 2. I've got to do something here. That didn't charge it very well. I'd have to see him, to be honest. Why did that go all weird then? Oh my goodness. For some reason I went all over the place, but that's because the thing hit me, I think. So I'm going to just keep on going behind this rock. It's the only thing that's kind of half protecting me. It's only when those things come down from above that I actually lose my health. Yeah, it's difficult going between these two weapons, that's the trouble. So, I'm sorry if this is a right old mess, but... you know, you got to kind of charge these two up, and then I got to try and, you know, and he's in the way of that rock, you see, which is not helping. But he's nearly dead, and then it's getting round here, and getting the healing going. So I wish I'd you know, I ought to maybe redo it again, shouldn't I? It's still on air. That's the good news. So it's dull, I know, but you know, I'm good on dull. Right, one on there, one on there. So it's just going to be a constant attrition of. I'll try and get 2 blows on him this time. He's nearly dead. Right, we nearly got him. It's got to be the worst Alduin battle ever, but then again, I'm great at that. I'm great at maybe in the worst.
Use Dragonreach.
Doesn't he nag? He's a right old nagger, isn't he? Reminds me of somebody.
For Alduin
Myself.
I
wasn't going to say anything horrible about anybody. Right, here we go. Gotcha! Or have we?
You have been.
I have. Hang on. I try not to interrupt him in his hour of need. Right. You won't actually defeat him this time.
But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagizoklat.
Right, I'm going to quick save that.
I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else.
Let's get out here and talk to him.
You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
So, off they go. Wasn't that a fractured, broken up old battle there that descended into sheer madness? About 3 disconnections, many attempts at restarting. So, yeah, that kind of was messy. You could say that was messy. Like the famous footballer. Paarthurnax, I would like to talk to you, please. If you could come down here. Thank you. By the wall of pain. Now, if you could land. Yeah, I know, I'm in the way. It's probably in your landing spot, am I? Hello, Paarthurnax. What have you got to say for yourself?
You truly have the voice of a Dova.
Really?
Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory.
Yeah, it was a messy victory. It wasn't really a victory since Alduin escaped.
Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongrach victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle.
I gathered that.
Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power.
See, you're gradually learning the language here.
Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him.
I need to find out where Alduin went.
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him.
You're right there.
Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragonreach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies,
So yeah, people are probably giving up on me now. I'm not surprised, but I tried everything I could in that I'm able to do, and the Jarl of Whiterun might not think so.
Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
Dragonreach was built to hold a dragon?
Yes. This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hrothgar has been known as Dragonreach ever since.
See, eventually we're going to have a whole dragon language. I don't know if that's in the book. Maybe the dragon language is in the book. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up.
Look Thum.
Sorry I hit you a few times. What can I say? I'm an idiot. Oh, I didn't have a helmet on either. That probably didn't help. Eventually, you know, I can get better stuff like a shield which can, you know, deflect fire, you know, or resist fire, or clothes of much higher resistance, you know, to fire, you know, but of course we haven't got any of that stuff yet. So, but we will try to make that stuff. I've got the carry one at the moment, but I've got nothing that will kind of aid me in resisting fire. So, right. Yeah, so we got Dragon Rend, so it means now if any dragon attacks us, we can force it to the ground, which of course is going to help enormously. Really? Yes, it is. So we're going to do a save there. I was doing multiple saves. Whenever I was safe, I'd recharge all my health, and I was ready, and I was in a safe place like that rock. See, I sort of dodged about a bit, died a couple of times, and while I was trying to recharge before I died, and I managed to go behind that rock, and that seemed to be a safer place for me to save it. So that's what I did. Right, I got to talk to the Jarl Whiterun, which of course is here. So we're going to go to Dragonreach. Now I do know what happens in all this, although you know it's a little bit sort of hazy because it's a very long time ago. You know, it's probably 2000, and you know I've been playing it since 2011. That's the you know that character I had down, which was Greydelf, which was you know Gandalf but with me. So the Ray bit, the grey. That's why the grey is in there. Gray. It's supposed to be a bit of me and a bit of Gandalf, so I'm a kind of magey swordsman. Or a mordsman. If you want to put that spin on it. So, yeah, I'm not surprised people gave up. But please watch this back, and I'll try and sort out all this mess. A couple of times I had to, you know, tell the stream that's live to stop, you know, so it was all kind of problems. So I was thinking maybe that was what was stopping me doing another one, was because of the fact the other one's still live. So it was a bit of a mess, really. Right, let's join the throng, shall we? Right, let's get this side. No, hang on there. Which is the best way to go? Oh, let's just stand
Bornbreaker.
Oh yeah, of course, we've got a different Jarl now, by the way, because we're doing the war.
In honor of your service in battle, I am hereby granting you permission to purchase property in Whiterun. Talk to my steward if you're interested.
Did I already have that? I can't remember. I need your help. I need to trap a dragon in your palace.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Yes, what a silly idea. You know, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Maybe if I put this on, actually, maybe if I put this apparel on, which is the mask, you know, this increases my speech skill. I've got a potion that increases my speech skill. I mean, it may have already failed by doing that. But let's see if we got a speech one. You haggle? I mean, I don't think we're haggling. So let's see if we got a speech one. I'm trying to use these things up, but half of them I never use. Like the underwater one occasionally, when the. But so I don't think there's anything that actually helps. Blizzard, a scroll of calm. I could have done with that one, couldn't I? So I don't think there's anything I can do in that department. So that's all I've got, I think. I don't think I've got anything else which helps that. So I'll just check. Some spells do great. They do sometimes have more than one effect, which you probably noticed. Like that one, for instance. You can do more than one effect later on when you unlock that one. Health regenerates 40% faster. Really? Did it now? I think it was going. Restorations, well, yeah, that would have been good. Increasing my magicka would have been a nice one. Oh, there's my speech skill. Oh, that'll take that one off. So we'll try this one. Maybe it'll help.
As you look.
Thank you.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Yeah. I'm sure you could do that.
Of course. You already saved Whiterun.
There you go. I think it may work.
I owe you a great deal.
You do.
But I don't
palace
understand.
At least.
Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out?
It's funny you should say that, but the threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned. Dare I say that?
Alduin, the World Eater himself.
Yes.
But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
Well, it's only hopeless if we give up, or I'm Dragonborn. It's my destiny to stop him, or maybe so, but I plan to go down fighting. What about ye? I think I'll do that one. I'm Dragonborn. It's my destiny to stop him.
I don't know about such things.
Yeah, we're
but I heard the grey-beard
for the other guy, yeah.
That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's easy. We'll get a bit of bait. It's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late, or it's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late. I did my best.
I want to help you, Dragonborn.
Frandalf voice.
But I need your help first.
God, haven't I done enough?
What do you think the Imperials would be doing while this dragon is busy slaughtering my men? No, I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
I'll kill them all then. Well, what if you didn't have to worry about the enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme.
Yeah, it's that
Getting
mad,
both
is it?
sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe... what are the Greybeards? They're respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Leave that one to me. I'll talk to Arngeir about hosting a peace council.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
Right, so I got I got to sort that out first by the look of it. It is the end times, as they say. I quite like the other guy. He was a bit of a slouch, but then...
Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious day for Skyrim.
Well, it was a bit of a messy affair, but... great fun, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry it was such a mess. You you know, if you want me to go back and redo that whole dragon fighting bit, because now that I know what I should have done, I could have made it a lot easier for myself. But you know, it's been a long time since I've done that. I've only completed the game once, so it was a very, very long time. I had to claw back on the memory. It's only when I realised that I could get that second one in as he took off, or just you know, pretty much as he took off, I noticed that it was fully recharged. So in the interest of making this video just a little bit longer, although I am very much past my tea time, I'll just go on just a tiny bit longer, just so it's, you know, this is a bit of a stream worth watching. I know people kind of finish it on 30 minutes sometimes, so let me just go to here, see where it is. Then maybe I'll just get myself there and set myself up ready for next time. Right, so let's talk to Arngir up the top of here, have a little chit chat for 5 minutes, and then we'll try and do that next time, and I'll try and remember what I'm supposed to do. Sorry if it cuts out again. I'm very, very sorry. I don't know what to say, but I'm going to read out the names now because I didn't get a chance to do that. Bomberman, Phoenix Gaming, Turator Plays, and Dr. Danger 35. Thank you all for coming in. And sorry that was just such a messy affair. But you know, sometimes YouTube goes down or PlayStation connection doesn't work. And we get problems, so I don't know how to sort it. I mean, I'm not in the greatest of areas, but it's always been very steady here, if though it's not the highest. And I am on a faster broadband, but that only brings it to kind of an average level. And maybe I'll go up again, but apparently I've got to have an engineer if I want to go higher again. Alduin, so it's not an easy process.
We heard the Dragonreach shout from here. You defeated him?
Yes, but he escaped. I need to find his portal to Sovngarde.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help. I need to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I'll worry about capturing a dragon. I need your help to stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Well, it's always the first time. Jarl Vignar won't help me while the war rages.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards. They will listen.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk.
Exactly.
Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems.
Exactly. Well put.
So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
I will do that. Right, well, obviously we got to see the other two before we come back. Oh, by the way, we can ask questions. Where has Alduin gone? He asked.
The old tales say that he can travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. You must find out how he does this before he regains his strength and returns.
Okay, I don't know how, but still. What does it mean? Oh, yeah, we know that one. I'd like to learn more about the voice. Well, I think you probably all know about that. Tell me about the Greybeards. Yeah, well, we know who that is. And we know who Jürgen... What's his name? Wingcaller is. Right, so that is only when you've sort of seen the other two. So then we'll be ready. So...
Breath and focus.
Thank you. Whatever that is. So let's swift go back out. It's a creepy place, isn't it, in here? What is that, by the way? Is that a dragon? I'm not quite sure what, I don't know. My simple mind can only take so much of this vast amount of stuff in this game. I can only process so much at a time, and I could process it a bit better when I was younger. But, which is not that long ago. I wish I'd had this game when I was in my 20s. So I'd well, and then again, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it so much when I'm young. Youngsters tend to skip through it, don't they? But, you know, I've read tons of lore and all that kind of stuff. I think I've ended up around the back here. Oh no, I am. Great fun. I'll be glad, I'm still trying to get a PS5 by the way, but apparently the scalpers are getting about 10 to 15%. It seems to me like it's a lot higher than that, because I don't know hardly anybody that has been able to get their hands on this, and it'd be very, very rare to get their hands on, so it's a long way down there, isn't it? Should be fancy. Let's have a jump. Just to finish off. What about a jump down there? I'll make myself ethereal and see how far I get. What's ethereal, he said. Alright, I mean, I've only got one of those at the moment. Alright, so I can't go very far. But I'm just for a bit of a laugh, and just a way to finish the stream. We'll end with a little jump off the top of the cliff, and then we'll bang the thing as we're about part way down. Ready? I forgot how you run. Oh, no, I've forgotten how you run. Oh, I've forgotten. I'm ruined that because I forgot where the run button is. What's the run button? Oh, it's this one. I can't help it. I forget sometimes. Right, ready? Just let that recharge. Oh, by the way, they've got to put the one that recharges. This one here, it reduces the time by 20%. So put this on, it recharges quicker. Right, ready? I'll try that again.
Fine.
See if we got a fair old way there. In fact, we could keep running down the cliff. And if it recharges, we'll do it again. Because we could slide down these things, no problem. You know, in Ark, you can't do this, but in this one you can. You don't automatically slide, because this is why Skyrim is so good. We can slide down mountain sides. Impressive, I know. Right, ready? I know this is probably insane. Oh, it didn't work. For some reason that did not work. That's kind of insane, really. Alright, we won't do that then. I thought I'd give you a little treat there. It's a lovely elvish what do we call it? Axe there that I thought you might enjoy. Right, I'm going to set myself up and go to where that quest is. Okay. Insane, I know. So who should we talk to? The Stormcloaks? Seems like a good place. So let's go to the Palace of the Kings, and then I think that'll do for today, because it's like 10 to 7 here. I'm normally finished by 6. So it's all gone a bit all over the place. I'll have to see out later how long these bits were, because I've no idea now. I've lost control of my mind. Nice little troll here. There we are. So this is where we're going to go next time. If only I had a bow, I'd have a bit of practice now. Hey, evening, officer.
Psst. Hey, I know who you are. Hail Sithis.
Shh! Don't tell
my
everybody.
fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
I didn't ask you. I'm talking to this guy.
Now I remember. You're the new member of the Companions. So you what? Fetch the mead?
Oh, very yeah, that is hilarious, my son. Just for that, I'm going to poke you in the eye with this thing. Yeah, poke you in the eye there. Right, so I'm going to save it there. Sorry that, about the stream going completely haywire there. What could I say? It's irritating, I know. So we're going to go over that one. Right, so we'll leave it there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you'll see me again next time. We'll just unveil our lovely darling. Oh, sorry, did I say darling then? I don't know what happened to Elrond, by the way. He's probably disappeared. And I'll see you all next time. And thank you for putting up with that. It was a bit of a mess, I know, with it keep shutting off. So I hope you'll be okay with that. If I could join it together, if I could, my computer could work, which it isn't. I got to reload everything back on it now because I refreshed it and restarted because it just won't. It's just too slow. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you again to Bomberman, Phoenix Gaming, Trader Plays, Dr. Danger, and of course Ghost 57. I think he came in. Did he come in as well? I'm not quite sure, but I'll mention Ghost as well because he always did help me.
Empire says.
And I'll see you next time. Bye everyone, see you next time, and hopefully we won't have any problems with the stream next time. The next stream will be on Saturday. We've done the last Shadow of War now, so I'll try and either do Colossus or try and do God of War if I get to it. If not, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just put something up. I'll probably just try something. Maybe even go back to this. Maybe continue with this. I'll have a little think about it and see what I do, and I'll try and give you some a little bit of notice on what that will be. All right. See you all next time. Bye. Thanks for your patience and putting up with this. I'll see you all next time. And guess what, guys? I'll see you later. Bye.